a single mistake could just end the game with it, and that's what MYA want to pressure Mystic Burden. They want to put up all the aggression, and perhaps just to steal the game instantly.
Right, and now I'm actually starting to remember, Mystic Burden was the one with the 2 tanks, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is obviously gonna give us a slower pace on the other side, but definitely more defense, more soaking up damage when it comes to Mystic Burden.
More margin for error.
Yeah, more margin. You can put it that way if they make errors.
Yeah.
If they make errors, but
although nobody's perfect in that sense, so I mean this just helps buffer. You know, if they make any mistakes, should it happen, some positioning errors, some timing errors around the side, that will fix it.
And speaking of which, MYA did drafted out Martis, so we already seen a 100% win rate on the last game.
Yeah, just one time, right? Martis was picked once. You can't really call it 100%. If it's once, it's like one time win, done.
Somewhat like a threat already. It feels there's a bit of a.
But it's definitely something that we're gonna see more. If I'm not mistaken, all right. Fingers crossed. By the end of MPL, Martis will be one of the most contested heroes. Is that what you think as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Would you say that, Sudo?
I think definitely Martis is going to be as one of the main ones throughout the mid. So I think that's going to be important for many teams because it's the latest one being added in to make sure that you're either picking it or banning it completely. Right. So probably on top with Gushin as well.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Mostly assassins.
One of the 2 latest ones.
Yeah. Okay. So in the meantime, I know that they are taking a little while. We have a few things that we want to show you guys. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we have a highlight that we want to show you guys in a few seconds.
This was from the previous game.
Previous matchup. Because again, a lot of you guys couldn't make it here today. So if you didn't, if you're watching live, there is a chance that you missed the first match. There's going to be 3 more matches today. And let's take a look at the previous one. Aries Jasayan versus Louvre SG. It was a clean sweep. 2-0. And this was the first game. We talked about how Louvre SG had a lot of trouble not protecting, but the tank, the high loss, just getting caught up early in the game. And is there anything for you guys to sum up what happened in the first game of Louvre SG and Aries Jasayan?
I feel like, having such a good drafting system, like in the first map or the first round that they played, it could be, Louvre SG's taking, you might make a shocker out of it, you could at least get 1 point of it. But seeing how Team Saya played, not only just basing on objective-based games, like taking the turrets, taking the objectives from there, but again, going in for the kills when they need to. It's not something that they want, but it's when they need it, and they will just go for it. And it's not something that they want, but it's when they need it, and they will just go for it, and they execute it well. And you can see that Louvre SG is like in this confined area of space. They are so locked up in their own base. No breathing space. You won't have any extra gold to take. Cannot build your hero kits properly, and you're losing objectives from time to time, and that's where your defense starts to collapse. You cannot do anything to counter them, and it just fades away.
Is there anything that we can learn from Sudo over here regarding these 2 matches, these 2 games?
Well, I mean, in the last 2 games that we saw, one, yes, Zayn is a huge powerhouse, and
that is definitely known.
They have stamped it up. Secondly, is we talked about Louvre perhaps maybe having found better pacing over the last few weeks. We haven't really seen that. Now, moving forward, as we talked about, games going faster.
Faraz. You want to say Faraz?
Yes.
Okay. I realize.
Going a little bit, quicker in the way that they are played. We saw sometimes in the games. What's going to happen is the ability for teams to slow it down. Right. Can they do that, or can they keep up to the pace and accelerate it themselves?
Right.
Louvre has not shown this ability, and I think that's the biggest learning point that can be pulled up from this. So if they want to be redeeming themselves in the eyes of the audience, their fans, and the other teams that are here, they need to be able to stabilize.
Yep, that's right. Now, we talked about both of these games. I think we've had enough talking about these. We really don't have a lot to say. I mean, Aries just saying, you mentioned one word, stomped Louvre SG in those 2 games. I know it's painful, but it is true.
It's a painful lesson. They still can come back,
exactly.
tomorrow.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, Aries just saying winning this match will be playing with the winner of MYA and Mystic Burden
That is right.
Correct.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
Which team is worthy enough to fight Asia Say?
But both of them are certainly worthy because
Okay.
no matter what, if either one of them do win,
Spicy.
they will go up ahead. So I think
Right.
both of them are equally matched. In fact, all 8 teams that are qualifying in the playoffs here are very equally matched when it comes to it. So it's anybody's game. It's all going to come down to who will have that final hit onto the car.
That is true. KBC, what about you? Who do you want to see against Asia Say tomorrow?
Oh, it's gonna be tough. I mean, having the two teams really competing one another, really strong ahead. I can't say it. I'm gonna give 50-50 for both of them. For the very first time,
50-50?
yep, a fair amount, and of course, whatever they're doing right now in terms of drafting and execution, this is where it ties down to this
Okay.
very match.
Okay, now let's go down to the loser bracket. In the loser bracket, which team can lose? Louvre SG actually has a better chance to win against MYA or Mystic Burden. They faced both of these teams before. Which one? You have your stats, so to pull them up. Pull them up, your stats. You're the stat man.
Coming out from the pocket like Doraemon.
Let's see.
They, Louvre actually lost to both of them.
Both of them.
So,
It's
points toss?
50-50 again?
50-50.
Okay.
Hey, we have to be fair.
So I'm not going to
Yeah.
give you more impactful stats with regards to it,
Yeah.
but yes, they did lose both games during the regular season, so not
Correct.
exactly a strong indicator
Right.
as to where Louvre might find a slightly easier.
I think if I want to give an advice to Louvre, stay for this game. Watch the matches right now.
They are there.
Oh, okay. So stay for this game, watch the matches, study their upcoming opponents, which is
Right.
in the lower brackets, and you'll be more prepared to counter against their moves.
Definitely.
Because, like I said, there's no point taking out pocket strategies anymore, do whatever. Just
This is
all
the time, man.
yeah, all the
This
cards
is the
are out. So this is a good time to okay, I know that either Mystic Burden or MYA or Mysterious Assassins, they will come out this and that, and this is
Right.
how I want to counter them.
Right.
So they already have the homework done. And what they need to focus now is, can they adapt to that style of play style, which is the mid to fast tempo?
Right.
And if let's say they were still in that confined area, can we turn defense into offense?
Correct.
In a better way.
Correct. So yeah, that is going to be, once again, whatever we talk about right now is going to be for tomorrow. Again, it's going to be on Saturday. But
I'm going to turn the question on you right
okay,
now.
all right, go ahead.
no,
Fine,
no, no, no.
finally. The question. I mean, I better know what
I've
the
been
question.
silent, like,
Okay. You were, because I've been looking at you. You were thinking for a little
I
while.
have been. No, I've been really pondering because they have been, really closely matched,
Right,
like
yeah.
on paper. Now, you have also been part of the playoffs. Part of
The
the
regular season, yeah.
That's been going out there. You have also interviewed these teams and seen them
Yep.
in the studio.
Okay.
Interesting interviews with some of them
What are your thoughts and predictions in this matchup?
in MYA and Mystic Burden, or in general.
In MYA and
MYA and Mystic Burden. Personally, I favor MYA, and I know you guys favored MYA because of the draft. I actually don't prefer MYA because of the draft. I actually prefer Mystic Burdens, which is the two tank.
Oh,
The
okay.
two tank. I know it goes against the meta. It's not as fast paced. You don't have many assassins. I know, but many assassins doesn't necessarily mean you win. If you look at the first game today, when Louvre actually picked up Gushen and Lancelot and Saber, didn't work out. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work out. So Mystic Burden on this game, I'll go with. In general, I'll go with MYA. And the reason I go with MYA is because I like Too Easy for Jeb, man. Guy's cool.
Guys, cool.
Guy's cool.
Man's not hot.
Man is kind of hot. Right now, it is kind of hot here, to be honest with you.
When guys cool and man's not hot. Okay, you know what? You win.
I am
I'm
staying out of this
It
conversation.
is a confusing conversation. I don't know why it landed to this area, but you did get my answer.
Yep.
I am going with MYA in the long term, Mystic Burden in the short term as of now.
All right. With that in mind, I know we do have 4 matches today, and so all 8 teams will be playing.
Right?
For us, who do you think will make it till the end of the loser bracket?
The end of the loser bracket? Okay, let me see. Let me look at the standings over here. I have to look at the standings. End of the loser bracket? I would go with... this is a hard one. I would go with either MYA 3
Okay.
or Team XT.
So you think they are going to lose their matches and go down into the loser bracket, but still make it all the way
I would
through?
say they would go to the loser bracket, but they will fight back up to the top. And they will have a chance of going into the grand finals. That's what I think.
Wow.
Because what I believe, right, in my mind, Asia saying will just destroy every team on the top, right? On the top, either 2-0s or, you know, they will go to 3 matches, but they will still win.
Right. So
but then as soon as
IDNS SG will not make it into the grand finals.
that's what I'm saying. Yes, that is what I'm saying.
He's also saying Tyrants won't make it in the finals.
That's what I'm saying.
Two Singaporean teams out there.
Interesting prediction.
I dare to say that. I dare to say that. And the reason I said that is because, like I said, I believe in Asia Saiyans going all the way to the top. But they see, even in the top, someone has to lose
to drop down.
Yeah. And then loser bracket will go up.
Yes.
Right? That is where I think one of the bottom teams will come up and fight Asia Saiyan. That's what I believe.
Supporting the underdogs.
That's a very interesting question. I want to ask it back to you guys because I kind of feel like I was being judged over here for my decision.
And I am not going to answer that question.
No, you can. Okay, you don't have to be biased. This is based on what you think as not pseudo, but as someone who has been judging every single game. You watch most of these games.
Yeah, but I watch every single game, right? I've run all the numbers. I've did all the research on the teams and their picks and their choices and everything of that sort. But all the numbers, all on paper, doesn't really matter once they come out here, right? All these numbers were on a previous patch. We are in a different patch. Martis is there. Is here now.
Things have changed.
So we haven't seen Saiyan perform, Silong Jawhead.
Correct.
And so it throws a wrench into the entire plans to make a prediction such as that. If we are going just based on the data before, the predictions then become Tyrants and IDNS SG.
Singapore fans.
So, are you telling me Tyrants and IDNS SG are going to make it to the top?
No, as in this would be in the lower bracket finals.
Okay, that's what you're going to see?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
If it's going on the old stats, we ran through like multiple simulations of how people will move throughout. This seemingly was the most likely outcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that the rest of
it's going to happen. Definitely
cannot change any of that, because if any one of the predictions changes, it all goes out.
No, even honestly, to be honest with you, even with my prediction, it's I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of biased as well. It's because I've been watching some of these teams more
than the other
compared to the others. Yeah, correct. So I do like some of the teams' play style, and I do know them personally, some of them. So I'm pretty sure even people in the comment, when you support your team, it's because you like them more. So this is what I think would happen as a panelist, and also personally as far as.
Yep.
What about you, KBC? We haven't heard from you.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough, but I'm just gonna reference from what I just said yesterday when we had the rehearsals, when we talked about our studies or teams. I'm going to go in with the one who has the most experience in terms of offline events. So we have MYA, one of the teams that had plenty of experience.
We all know that. Yeah.
We have perhaps Mystic Burden, which have some of the players been into offline events as well. Tyrants and IDNS, correct me if I'm wrong, they haven't been to a Mobile Legends tournament yet, like in an offline event, except for today, but they are experienced in other games as well. So
maybe in Singapore, I'm not 100% sure.
I'm also not just
are you aware?
Sure.
I don't believe there's anything been on this sort of scale.
Not to this scale, maybe smaller tournaments.
Yeah, but they do have experience as well. So these are the teams that I'm rooting for, perhaps to be the lower bracket winners.
Right.
To the grand finals.
Okay.
Yeah. The newer teams, I think it's a bit hard.
Those are interesting. I think we all had our share of what we think is going to happen in the lower bracket finals. Why don't you tell us in the comments? Pseudo is checking you guys out, and when I mean checking you guys out, literally checking you guys out on Facebook right now. Is there anyone said any predictions? Anyone?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Unfortunately not.
Well, we're waiting. We'll check your comments. Let us know if you support any team. You can be biased if you want. You can be unbiased based on stats, based on personal feelings.
Yep.
If you're best friends with one of the guys over here, why not? Just let us know in the comments. Hashtag which team do you think is going to make it to the lower bracket finals? That was your question, right?
Yep.
No, that's a very interesting question.
Interesting.
It made me think, yeah. I think even the players themselves, they are checking. I have no idea what's happening, but they are at the back over there. hopefully this will get fixed as soon as possible.
4th and 5th placing team going against one another.
Yep.
Very, very close skill gap. And it's going to be that ending or the storyline they want to see. If MYA or Mysterious Assassins win this game, they get a very sweet revenge and they will stay at the upper brackets. While Mystic Bird, on the other hand, if they were to take down Mysterious Assassins, they might be crowned perhaps the new princess of Malaysia.
I think it takes. I don't think just defeating them once, especially here, will necessarily grant them that title. And while it has held on to their title for quite a while now here, they've also consistently done smaller tournaments and pushed themselves through. So it's going to be a bit. One loss will not necessarily dethrone them.
That's true. Okay. You know what? I think everyone watching as well, they're kind of tired of listening to us talking about this match. Since we have a bit of time, why don't we move on to the next match? Talk a little bit about that, because that is going to be coming up right after these 2 or 3 games. We have IDNSSG going up against MYA3. Again, another Singaporean and Malaysian team going up against each other. And what's interesting is that MYA3 is a sister to MYA. Brothers, sisters, whatever you may call them. Tomatoes, man.
Potato.
Whatever, again, you want to call them, all right? What do you think is going to happen there? IDNSSG obviously being the top team when it comes to Singapore, and they proved themselves once again to be very good. Rivals to Asia Saiyan, you may call them.
Well, what's interesting is that in the regular season, they went 1-1
against MY3.
Yes.
Okay, which is crazy.
And that was the only time they actually went, equal with the best of 2 series. So another point of redeeming qualities for them. I guess actually was taken a little bit, off guard by MYA's reaction, but that also was the peak of what MYA was performing at. Sorry, MYA3 was performing. So it's also going to be interesting to see if they can still, bring out the element of surprise, or was it a fluke?
Right. KBC, what about you? What do you think is going to happen? A 1-1 in the regular season, but as Sudo mentioned, things have changed. All right. So is that a good thing necessarily for MY3 or a bad thing?
If you got talking about the changes, when you notice that after the Chinese New Year break, they were at a losing streak.
MY3.
Yes. 0-8. Correct me if I'm wrong. They lost all their remaining games.
I believe that is true.
0-6 or 0-8, but they lost their remaining games. They could have games that they could actually won, but they didn't even clinch a single point, which kind of drops them down like, oh, this is the team that we are looking forward. Perhaps this is the team that rise and shine. But because of that break, I think there's a bit of tilting from there. So the team will have to drop down. So if you are talking at this current state of mind, my advice to them is you gotta brush up. Bring back that season, that form that we want to see.
So started strong early on and then went downhill.
That's true. I do have a question. Unfortunately, I cannot read these names, but we do have a question asking. They want to know who's the best player. So we have gotten some awards from the regular season.
We do
for
have
us.
MVP. MVP would have to be Fredo from the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw him post it as well on his Facebook or something. If you're talking about my own feelings, what I think who is the best player here.
Yeah, who did you vote for the MVP?
I honestly, I want to talk about now. Right now, who do I think is the MVP? Because my thoughts have changed since before. It's a hard question. You know what? How about we start with you, KBC?
Come on, man.
I still have to. Okay, I'll tell you why. Okay, I would have to go with Fredo, honestly, right now. And the reason I go with him is because he's one of the most versatile players I've ever seen. All right, you give him any role, he'll pick it up, and he'll perform at his best, which is very rare. Not to say that no one can do it. It's just that, and it's easy for him. It's not like you see him struggle with it. It's like anything you give him, any role, it's easy. And the reason I think that he's the best player is because usually when I play ranked games or when I play casual games, I see a lot.
So in the first game, he played Harley. Sorry.
You're talking about Fredo?
Fredo. In the first game, he played Angela.
Right?
KDA 5-0-10. Okay?
See, am I wrong for picking him?
And then the next game, Fredo plays Jawhead 5-0-10.
Wow.
Exactly the same?
Exactly the same.
He's even got it calculated down to the numbers, yo. What is this? What is this? And the thing is, these are not heroes where, I mean, like, when usually in a ranked game, right, you play these heroes. Usually when you're playing beside assassins and everything, they usually steal, not to say steal, but take all, usually steal, not to say steal, but take all the kills. You necessarily don't have enough damage, but he managed to pick up so many kills, so many assists, and no death. That means he's just flawless. He's the true meaning of Eurasia Saiyan, you know? When we talk about the way of being flawless, the fact that they don't crack, I think Fredo is a great example of that. That is my say. I want to know about you. KBC, why don't you start?
Well, I was debating between AirAsia Science Fredo and IDNS LY4, LY4, LY4.
Triple LY4.
LY4, LY4.
Triple LY4.
And when we would talk about the most valuable player or the MVP, the most valuable player carries the team when the team needed him the most.
Correct. Okay.
I feel like LY4 is the player that the team need him the most, and I rank him as my MVP for the regular season.
Right.
Where I split my MVPs for both finals and regular season. So regular season will be LY4.
Okay.
I think he's the last dying breed of excellent marksmen out there. Rarely people playing.
Last dying breed.
Technically, it's the rare breed already.
In the meta these days, you don't see much of
a lot of dying marksmen already.
Okay.
So he's one of them, and he's the type of player when he carries the marksman position or any position, he is able to carry the team. Non-stop kills all the way.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's my take.
You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you the same question towards the grand finals. See maybe if your MVP has changed by then. So you stick with LY4 so far.
For now, regular.
I'm going to go with Fredo. Pseudo, the judging man, the stat man. Drum roll. Drum roll. What is it going to be?
It's a bit difficult to make predictions. What's the?
Come on, you always with that difficult.
It is difficult because we've only seen two teams play so far. Now, from these two teams, Fredo has not died.
Yep.
But neither has Penjahat.
Yep.
Okay.
He was playing the Hayabusa and
he was also playing Lancelot. So on the Hayabusa, wait, this cannot be. I need to recheck this.
See the stat man. What happened, stat man?
He's giving you the most accurate information.
So when he was Lancelot, he was 309.
Okay.
Lower than Fredo.
Fredo was MVP. Correct me if I'm wrong. With Angela.
I do not remember.
I forgot already that part. The first game.
I cannot recall, honestly. If you guys recall, let us know in the comments.
Yep.
Statman, what's going on?
No,
You're frozen. He's lagging. Sorry guys, 200 ping over here.
Ice in his veins.
I believe the stats here are wrong. That's why I'm pausing and hesitating to at least say it out.
You know what? I understand that's the case, all right? Before we talk about anything else, I just want to say one thing. We're going to go for a very short break. Pseudo, you take a look at your stats. You take a look at whatever you have to. You think really hard about who do you think should be the MVP. KBC, do you think we deserve a break until we get into the next game?
Pseudo needs to cool down a bit.
Yeah, I need to like get my stats like aligned, and at the same time I need to make sure that all the players have their technical difficulties worked out. Right?
Yeah, we gotta make sure because actually right now you can see on the camera, I don't know if you guys saw that, but there were the games. You just saw the ring toss of Harley. We told you hopefully later on we'll show you more of these. I'm here once again on the panel with KBC, Pseudo. My name is Faraz, or you can call me Zain Malik. We're gonna go for a very short break. We'll be right back.
Pergilah makan dulu. Ada 10 minit. Ada yang datang daripada jauh ke? Sejauh mana? Sorang. Dari jauh mana? Apa? Uish, Sarawak. Oh. Apa je? Okay, all attention to all crew. 4:45 be here. 4:45. High five. What's that? Apa lah? Jap. Abang, pegang jap. High five.
Speaker dia direct, dia tak ikut daripada board. Speaker dia bagi dua. Dia send dekat saya satu, dia send dekat broadcast board satu. Tidak. Dia mau cabut, saya tak tahu. Saya nak mute. Okay. Tak ada. Snake nombor 5 tadi kan kita tukar-tukar kan. You mau masuk lubang ke, you mau masuk into kabel snake. Sekarang lagi satu kabel. Sekarang ada lagi satu kabel nombor 7. 7 free. Kalau you nak try tukar nombor 7. 7. Dah mute.
Hey, 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 hey.
Nombor dua ni kan dia sudah masuk nombor 3 lah. Bukan boleh FC sudah mau pakai mic. Kenapa mic nombor 2 masuk channel nombor 3? Yes. Tak apa. You stay dulu You stay. You jangan usir apa-apa dulu kat sana.
Yeah. How are you? Good?
What is the game called? Alright, guys, we're gonna play. It's gonna take some time. While this fixes, we're gonna play a game. For us, just came up with a game, and I think it might be fun. We're gonna call up 2 people on the stage, and it will be fun for us. Talk us through the game. Please do. Do it. Go pick it. Volunteers. Come on, guys. Oh. Woo, can you give it up for them? Guys, come on. This is the Mobile Legends gang. We gotta hype it up. Woo! All right. All right. No, wait. Wait. We can carry on. Love you, Fiona. Okay, we'll be done. What's your name?
Zairi.
Zairi? Zairi, hi. Oh, he can be on your side, actually. Yeah, Zairi, you're on my team. Sorry? Come on. He's trying his best to like shove it in. Good job, man. I didn't even have to tell him. It's fair. You're gonna give the countdown, right? Yeah.
They're gonna pick up and shoot. Okay? Now the person who shoots another one gets the shirt. Is that cool?
You can. Oh, he smiled. He was so tensed up.
Are you gonna hate me? Are you gonna hate me? Well,
You sure there's bullets inside? Okay. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. You're going down. You don't want to... Oh, I can't. Of course I can.
Don't touch him, man.
This is... Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. On my count, 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! Whoa! That's it.
The guy can't concentrate.
That's easy. Hey! Who are you calling a noob? You're a warrior, aren't you?
No.
You are. You are. You are. All right, we'll see about that. Look at me.
3 minutes. Don't worry.
Look at me. You got this.
Okay. Are you guys ready? What are you doing again? Hands on the side. Yeah. Don't get in there. You don't get in. Okay. Don't look at me again. Don't look at me again. See, you're looking at me. Don't look at me. Oh my God. Okay. I know I'm ready. Okay. Go back. That's why you fail. Easy. Okay, let's see. Bend your knees, hands on the side. We have 2 minutes. On my count. 1, 2, 3, go! Whoa! You can't dodge.
Yeah.
Shoot at the same time. You can't go like, and then shoot. You can't do that, bro. 1 minute.
Oh my God. All right. At the same time. Okay, let's get this. All right, guys. All right. Let's do this. Whoa! Good job! Give it up to Sari, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow.
Actually, both of you deserve it. So how about you take? Yeah. Congratulations, guys. Good job. Let's go. Good job, guys.
That was terrible. Thank you, guys. Everyone to the Mobile Legends Professional League right here at Wonutama, Malaysia. Once again, my name is Faraz, and on the panel we have Pseudo and
Please correctly.
the Evolve Peaches, and which is KBC Sensei.
Thank you guys.
All right.
I'm not sure why we have to do the evolve part because this is very weird.
I don't know, because we started with Peaches and then suddenly you appeared on the panel, so we gotta get into that.
I wonder what's the next evolution going to be.
Oh. don't say it. Don't spoil the evolution, all right? You can't do that.
It will be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise. Now,
a pleasant one.
I know that you have your stats. You had some issues with your stats. Are they fixed?
I fixed it. I'm keying
Okay.
it in.
Before you do that, I want to talk to the crowd over here. Now, I was playing just now with the crowd. These guys look kind of tired because we had a technical issue, so we do apologize for that. But they are also energetic because we do have MYA going up against Mystic Burden. I'm feeling a little bit sweaty myself because, you know, I'm pumped, yo. I'm pumped. So I'm going to ask all of you guys, whoever's supporting MYA, I want you to shout on my count. 1, 2.
Okay.
Mystic Burden.
Anyone here? Give it up for Mystic Burden!
That was good.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that.
I like
See, KBC, you need to evolve more, man. You didn't understand what I'm saying. I need you to evolve over here and adapt.
Sorry. Namaste.
In the meantime, our stat man on the panel has been statting stuff. Statting, is that a word? Statting.
No,
Filling up stats. And
Right, so I can tell you, based on nobody having deaths at this point, Rush played Harley 5-0-10.
5010. Okay.
that's the same as Fredo's. 5-0-10.
In terms
Yes.
of
These guys really are similar.
Yep. And then Rush had 7-0-4.
On
Harley, he played Harley both games.
704.
that is impressive. That is an impressive audio.
So far, it's been really good.
As my MVP.
There's a third one.
Okay, what's the third?
The third one is Manjahan. Played Hayabusa first, 3-0-9.
Okay.
Okay.
And then in the second match, it was Lancelot, 1-0-3. So far, these people have the highest KDAs
Because of no deaths.
because of no deaths that's there.
Based on the first 2 games of today.
Yeah.
And we only had a total of 2 games anyways.
Exactly.
So,
Leading the pack really with deathless, that's over there. I believe if the total kills are added up together, it is going to be Fredo that is at 5-7.
Yep.
Nope, it is Rush.
it is Rush.
It is Rush indeed.
And it must be because of how much burst damage the Hardy does. Just going in there, no issue tearing them down.
Yep.
So there's no like surprise there. But me and you said who our MVPs are. I went with Fredo, and you went with
LY4 for the regular season. Yep.
So I want you to tell me also, doesn't matter based on stat, who do you think is the most valuable player? Based on regular season, based on today.
Regular season, I would have gone with Jason Cole from IDNS.
He's also very good. A good tank as well.
It was really significant within the first 5 weeks.
Yep.
4 weeks.
4 weeks,
The
yep.
first 4 weeks where he chose Belmont, he had such a significant impact. However, when the Belmont started to fade away, as did him, but it was such a significant impact that it led him to the top of the table already.
Correct.
And I think, having that influence is key. WQXD as well from the team has been pretty phenomenal on their Harley plays. We looked at some pretty good Harley plays over here. Throughout playoffs, there's been really amazing Harley plays coming out from him as well.
That is correct. That is correct. So we know now Jason Cole as your MVP, Fredo as mine, and KBC, you have your LY4. I'm not sure. We are going to be jumping into drafts very soon. Hopefully the technical issue has been fixed. It's just that I think the drafting actually has been done. We might actually jump
It's
straight.
still following the same
The same draft.
So we're not showing that again. The game has been remade. We're just going to jump into the game. Until then,
I can't wait.
I think we've just talked about everything there is with MYA.
It comes down to the execution already.
Yeah.
But
It's just, and to be honest, usually the thing is when you do draft, you get straight into the game. This time, the bad thing is you start to overthink. Wait, did
what
I
if I do
choose
wrong?
Did I go with the right thing? Did I go with 3 retribution? Is that right? You know? So this is something that we have to wait and see what happens in the first game. I'm not sure if it's going to be a quick one or a long one, honestly. I have no idea.
Sort of arcs back to what we were talking before, that as much as the meta is slightly faster and stuff, the composition that has allowed Martyrs, for instance, to be such a predominant showing is also very important to dictate the pace of the game. And as such, I think it is going to be a relatively fast game. However, I don't think
Not as fast as the first few ones.
No, the first one was 9 minutes and
35
seconds. That's right. The second game was 8 minutes 40 seconds.
Are you serious?
In total, the first game was 19-4.
19-4.
The second game was 16-1.
And oh my god.
One kill.
The only one death was Logan on zero.
And the one kill was by Alice. It was by Alice.
Yep.
And you didn't mention Alice would be the strong one early game.
Correct.
If they don't pick up on that, then it's just going to be hell for them. And it turned out to be hell.
It's a nightmare.
It was
It's a buffet,
pretty...
all the dishes right there. Speaking of which, I'm a bit hungry as well.
Actually, yeah, I did. Let me see if I have it. I did bring my own sandwich. It's right under this.
Homemade.
I think I tried to eat it about 4 times, and then we went to break. Yeah, so this burger is denied. So we got a denied burger over here, but I'm gonna have it maybe when we jump into the game. And actually, since we have time, I want to ask you guys as casters. How's the scene developed so far? So you guys have been to so many tournaments. Casting the regular season, what is the biggest change you've seen in the past few months in the Mobile Legends scene?
The number of people.
Oh yeah.
The number of people that have...
You don't say.
That play the game. And I think it's not just number, but it's in the specific demographics. You see a lot of, and mind you, grandparents.
And sometimes dogs as well. Like,
I'm not sure about
animals. They could get into it because it's so accessible, you know? You never know. I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're right, completely. Like, amount of people that play this game. And it's just easy to get into. Not that the game is easy. The skill cap is pretty damn high.
Well, the thing is, everybody has a phone, and everybody can play on a phone. Everybody also has time. This is sort of like, the entryway to Candy Crush Saga. That's
Where is the time that you spend most while playing Mobile Legends? Where? Like, is it in the train? In your bed? Because, see, with PC gaming, it's in your room, in front of your PC. With mobile gaming, there's so much more opportunities. Some people may even play in the toilet. Like, I know people who do that.
You're speaking about yourself, aren't you?
No.
He's confessing to the world. He's
talking about my friends. But I do play in my bed most of the time. Like, when I'm sleeping, or...
When you're sleeping?
No, before I go to sleep. Sleepwalker. I'm that good, bro. I'm that good. I am that good, yo. But no, before I go to bed, and usually during rush hour, like, when I'm in traffic, I get bored. Play.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Using public transport, right? Not driving and playing at the
So patient, so much for it all. Once again, give your support for MYA versus Mystic Burden.
Finally, in the first game, best of 3 round, Mystic Burden will take the red team, while MYA will be at the blue side. And the top lane as well, nothing much changes from here. And we can see the whole team just clambering around.
It looks like they're trying to go in for a proxy invade back up top there. Karina, we said will proxy out the wave, which means your first wish will be crashing out. MCP trying to go for the early lead. Does find it out in the end there. Hamos find the first one to drop. Hamos is the first one to drop. Martis gets the kill. And now Nernas might be the next one, but now flickering away.
And this is where Martis comes in as a very, very strong hero, very high damaging hero. I know a lot of people is complaining that it's a complicated hero to use, but we...
Here we go. I like the figure forward to make sure you get the kill. That's that, just so that he isn't able to get it out there. So it's going to be really good. Marty's getting their first blood, so it's going to be great. Now we are going to see that.
And Mario Facebook has just survived as well with a slither of health. And this is actually very, very nice. Starting both teams really going with the aggression, trying to get the kills, making out the momentum. We did not expect that Mystic Burden thought they're going in for the objectives because they have retributions and stuff, and maybe they want to focus more on the micromanagement of stuff, getting the objectives, getting the farm, stealing the kills, and maybe proxying a bit. But this is a different type. This is like, you know what, Mystic Burden just want to go in. If we get the kill, let's get the kill. Let's fight it out. You want to bring it up here? Let's play rock, paper, scissors, stone together.
Yeah, Facebook finds Zon will not be quite a target. It's quite a big panda to take on all by himself. All by his lonesome self.
Oh, it's gonna be nice to see what Mystic Burden and MYA have in store. You can see the Grot Wall does survive, and that Lolita
trap there.
Be punished.
Really good trap, and they will be able to start on turtlenecks. No, in fact, they do find it, and Facebook will still be at the side. Harley has already started there with Karina. We do see the carries waiting by the side there. Grok is there as well to make sure it doesn't get taken. Karina will take it.
Oh, and Amartis finally ending the life of the Panda Warrior Arkai in probably the mid lane when Arkai trying to run away, and it wasn't the case. And we'll have another technical pause in the line. But ladies and gentlemen, I just love the action-packed game. the fight. They just want to go in all the punchings and stuff. What do you think about that, Sudo?
I think definitely the aggression has come true. I mean, we're also seeing now that the turtle has been secured by them.
Correct.
Which is such a good, starting off feat for them. But can they keep it up? It certainly looks that way. I think I do have the confidence. Marcus did come in with the first blood.
Yes.
He also, managed to now get the secondary kills as well.
Correct.
So,
I like the grok wall.
Yes.
It was from Nenas onto Too Easy for Jeb. They managed to just
isolate him out. There was a really good angle to be taken in.
It was a small gap that I thought that Lolita could run away.
No.
Fortunately, not the case.
I think there was 3 of them who ganked on him and then
That is true.
just
There were 3 of
couldn't
them.
run away. I also like to mention how Kuja was super aggressive onto. Facebook was really aggressive onto.
Highlights like around 10 or 20, literally.
Exactly.
Could remember in our brains.
Exactly. And I'm not sure exactly what's happening this time.
It's okay.
Yeah, but
Here we go. We're going back into game. That was a quick one, and that's
Very, very
good.
quick. Shows
Alright.
the production team is doing their very best to fix up any technical errors. As you can see, King Z running with the carry. I never thought that he was a carry player. He was more of a Roger player. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sudo.
More of a marksman player, but he has played carry before in the past. That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Mystic Burden right now just hovering around their own jungle, and you can see that Grok and Lolita, the battle of the tanks, are around top area. Just gonna wait for the next turtle to respawn. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know or are still new, the turtle objective is really important. Give you extra gold, extra levels in it.
Hellcut is doing that. Now we're going to see the son of the Kuja will manage to get away, try hatting now. Shadow does it on the ultimate. Really good timing, saving his life. But the grog wall is amazing. Kuja's going to be taken down. Lolita is still out there. Zor's now the next one to get fallen down there. The air damage is good. Leonard will be the next one to fall. MYA taking a commanding lead ahead. 5-1.
3 kills in the row, and they will take down a turret, most probably in the middle one, and they are gonna win this. Now they do let the bottom lane turret to be kind of exposed for the minions aside.
They should be able to go and clean it up just as the minion wave is going to crash in there.
Attack 4 against Mystic Burden.
It was also really amazing that Solo stayed alive in that, making sure that he wasn't pushed too far out. He was really low at the end of the fight. Hellcat survives.
I want to see how this Diggy will play more in the team fights. Like, if Akai, he wants to be productive, he needs to come inside the team fight.
Here we go.
And
The turtle does get started. Lenas is spotted. Does get spotted. Will get pulled back. But unfortunately, he is still at tank, down to half health already. Diggy uses the ultimate really early, followed by the same combo. The grog wall is there. Unfortunately, the damage is not quite enough. Kuja will not find the cards in the end. Does get blocked out. Now he's on the reverse attack as Solo needs to be casual. He is looking, it's coming up from the side here. Lolita does get a kill. In the end, while Facebook will be pushing up at the bottom.
Hellcat with the kill as well as Mystic Burden are in a bit of a shatters here with action.
Well, we're gonna see how your Facebook still goes in here onto Hammers. It looks like one way to find it. One last hit. Does not find the ridge. Flickers forward. Does get it as well. And then a pause comes out.
Man, I think
You feel the entire crowd really exhale at the same time.
I think there's so much action so far. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No worries.
I think Nenas is pretty good when it comes to the walls,
Correct.
placement, but somehow it just doesn't work with MYA being so aggressive. Hellcat not having the most amount of kills. Martis actually takes the most amount of kills, but Hellcat with the burst damage is crazy.
Yes.
Well, he's setting up the fights for his team.
Exactly.
Really.
Martis kind of finished it up.
Finish it up, yeah,
Yes.
with like the whole, I don't know what's that called though. Do you guys know that?
No, I
Let's
don't
call
have
it
off the top of my head.
Ashura's Kings whipping to...
Yeah, we'll
Satay
go with that.
everyone
Whipping to satay everyone up.
What?
We'll go with that. Come on, that's the only... Did you suggest anything?
That up by trapping just as Diggy's ultimate's about to fall, the grog ball comes out and then the initiation comes back in. So we are looking at MCBs looking for the bigger team fights to be able to execute it. And the smaller the fights get, the more they tend to lose out. So as it drives into the late game, as grog becomes that much more tankier, we should start to see a little bit more of MCB finding better fights, and more so in their
It's true,
in their
but then
favor.
again, it's the case where I play a lot of Harley, and watching Kuja right now being also aggressive with the Harley. If you guys remember that last team fight around the turtle, Kuja went in, then they had to reverse back into their own jungle, and the moment they went back, Grok and Kuja were both punished, Kuja on the Harley. So I know as a Harley player, when you play Harley, if you don't farm early, if you don't get kills, later on you're kind of useless. You throw your ring, throw cards, there's no damage. It doesn't finish anyone up.
I think like Sudo, you mentioned before, like there's a hero kit in Hardy that you need, a very proper hero kit. If you don't farm that hero kit up,
it will not work.
Yeah.
But in reality,
when you suggest something, we'll take it. You still haven't suggested anything from artists. You know?
Okay.
So there's a skill for the Ashura King, guys.
One last thing I wanna check. That last part before we went into a pause, Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, was under the turret.
Yes.
Now, I'm not sure if that was a lag or if he intentionally went there for a kill.
He also flickered forward.
So he intentionally went in. Do you think he's gonna get that kill? I think he's gonna be able to take it.
I think he is gonna get the kill.
But is he gonna die?
Damage him. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
There were two people there. I don't remember.
But I think potentially the final hit might come back as a 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Well, the first skill is called Ashura's Aura.
Okay, all right. Ashura's Aura.
So it's not something, Martis, something satay.
Satay, cutting.
I
still prefer the satay
unfortunately,
though.
Munton can't hide you guys the name skills.
I will go and work in Munton just change their names to
Satay Coil.
Satay. I mean, it'll be fun.
That was Mortal Coil as he dashes forward, and this is where the knock up and the knockback happens.
Right. So let's go back to the topic where I think I mentioned earlier when Peachism was here, not the evolved Peachism, the actual Peachism. We mentioned the fact that Martis could possibly be the most contested hero. You already said he's going to be beside Lancelot and everyone else. What do you think, David?
I think so, and he might be the most banned hero out there.
Yeah. Maybe not yet, because people still don't realize that.
Don't know how to counter him.
After watching Erasius Saiyan and also watching these games, maybe by tomorrow we'll see more bans of Mortis.
Yep. And he's going to be one of those annoying heroes out there. You only have like 4 bans out there. You can only ban like maybe Johnson, the most annoying tank right now. Gusan, Lancelot.
So with your Gusan?
Yes, I'm going to stick with Gusan
Sounds
all the way.
croissant, man. What you're saying?
Never mind, I'm feeling a bit hungry too.
Croissant right now.
He's feeling a little bit French.
A little bit of French. Croissant.
I don't know why.
The eye is silent.
That's not what French people do, dude.
No, I did. I was like counting money. I don't know what that was. I apologize.
These guys are making fun of me. But yeah, you have another another ban out, and
we are back into game.
And that was the trade kill coming in on board?
That indeed was the trade kill. And just as we come back,
it's alright.
Really,
we're back from the break?
They're toying with our feelings at this point.
Yeah, I think the reason they showed that part is because we were talking about it.
And
we were
like, what's going to happen?
Right.
So we just talk about like who's going to destroy the core? Good job to that.
Come here and strangle me. As far as show us the game.
Or
I don't want to see you anymore.
And speaking of which, you only have the last ban, which either you want to ban out Halkett.
So you went with Johnson. You went with your croissant. Yeah.
Croissant.
Yeah.
Okay, and of course, the last ban you want to do onto Martis, onto Halkett, perhaps a respected ban like Fanny.
Yeah.
You can see what you can do from there. So it will leave out that Martis could be the one that the teams would like to get in their first pick.
Right. And we talk about all these bans being general, like you ban these because they're in the meta, they're used all the time, and they're strong. Is there any player in the finals, or in the top 18?
The first game, see for example,
not even about the second game, just in respect, like he's just so good at that hero that everyone just bans him straight off.
Zorn's Fanny, that's one of them.
We did talk about that.
I think it's a combination, right? So you have, first and foremost, whether it's the meta bans, right? So if it's strong within that period, and if you happen to be good as well. So it's a combination factor that's there. Because you can look at Johnson is really strong, and Hawkeye is such a good Johnson player.
But he's still laying out.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that he will be banned 100% of the time.
Right.
Now, I don't believe there's any top global Martis nor Lancelot players.
I don't think in as of now.
As of now.
Or maybe they haven't showed it off yet on their Facebook or Instagram and we haven't seen it.
No, I think we have data mined everything out of it. So I don't think so there's been one absolute one, but there's some that definitely comes close.
Of course.
Correct.
Speaking of Johnson, I played Johnson. I suck at it. All right, I'll be honest with you. I really don't know how to drive. I really fail at driving with Johnson.
You gotta learn it from Grab.
Can
That's how
anyone?
you
I want to know.
connect.
I want to know if anyone can hear me right now, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think they can. Is there any Johnson?
Everyone is
Is there any
laughing at you
Johnson
right now.
mains over here? I do want to learn from you guys. Every time I go, I just hit the turrets or fail miserably, and my team hates me for it. You know,
You gotta be smart on using it. Even though you're not a very good Johnson player, but you still can be a productive one. You can go for short trips, perhaps.
short trips. That's just a way to say that.
Yeah, just go one long
just a
way.
single lane.
Yeah, just a safe lane ahead.
Right, so or just traverse through the road.
Correct.
But then you don't. I mean, maybe in casual games, yes, you do have that Johnson Odette combo, but you don't see that in these kind of games anymore, right?
Well, there's a lot of combinations that you can do with Johnson Aurora for the same effect.
Right,
You
yes.
lock them into place if you are able to crash into them. You also can do that with high loss as well. All of a sudden, 2 tanks appears.
Correct.
yeah.
Or Archive as well to push them out.
Yep. You can also
Yep.
do the same with Lancelot.
Yeah, Lancelot just going in and
Dashing
slashing
in,
everyone.
slice and dicing.
So there's a very combinations of whether you want more crowd control, how bursty you want to be, and whether
what's
you have the
your goal?
team
Yes.
follow up is going to be there, because if it's just the 2 of you guys, then you need obviously the damage.
Yeah.
So imagine having like a Hellcat fully stacked, riding on a Johnson, and then instantly bursts
Burst damage,
the
yeah.
team. So that's also something a possibility, but executing it not that easy.
Not that easy. No, definitely not.
Yeah, you can even see some Johnsons that when they know that one lane is already broken and they know their team fight is running, let's say in the top lane or the mid lane, then Johnson can bring somebody very, very strong in terms of damage, drive all the way into the base, end the game, checkmate.
You mean like split pushing, where you see that even Johnson is not picked anymore? It's always like that, It's there's a lot of heroes that come and go.
Correct.
They're strong, and then as the meta changes, as there are more updates, more
They'll go
balancing,
down.
they go down. But there are some heroes that actually stay from the beginning until the end. Like they still stay strong.
Chao, one of them.
Chao is one of them. I think Chao is like, a lot of people love Chao.
Yep.
Lancelot, well, I don't want to say from the beginning, but he's been there for a long time when it comes to like being strong. Not to say he's an old hero, but he people have been using it. Like in almost every game you do see a Lancelot. A lot of people are good at him. Do you agree with me?
I would have to say, I think, if you look at like legacy terms, marksmans are definitely up there. So you have
Yep.
people like Moskov. Yes, definitely. After the recent patches, yes.
Correct.
Okay, man. What is going on here?
I have no idea, but again, if you guys are watching this live and one summon is just a few km away, why not just drop by here live, because there's tons of activities right here.
Actually, KBC, I want to say something about that. That is true. If you're a few kilometers away, you can come down. But I know how passionate gamers can be.
Okay.
I have been to events where, for example, we're in KL, and people come all the way from Penang, all the way from, Kuantan. They come from... Make sure you come down here.
Boom.
You come down here.
Push you.
All right?
Flying over there.
It's alright. Come on, Sudo. I have to make fun of someone.
But technically,
Okay.
here's the thing.
I want to just talk about this.
Okay, sure.
Like the chat is saying, right?
Yeah.
That the middle one is really annoying with the 2 of you. No, I'm actually not.
The center guy is just not
And guy.
I'm actually not. I wish I could turn on my screen and show you guys what's going there. I just have like sheets of data that I'm looking through.
the stats. You're the stat man.
I'm the stat man. I'm looking through there. And what's interesting is that from all this analysis that I have been doing while you guys have been talking and listening and participating,
And annoyed.
The goal difference between the first match between Zane and Louvre, the first one was 17,208.
70,208. Okay. Second.
Was the goal difference? That's how far they were ahead.
Wow.
That is a lot.
Above 10k at least.
Yeah, that is.
So the total the total goal for Zayn was 35,165. Louvre was 14,353 for a difference of 16,812.
Wow.
So they effectively managed to still reach about the same goal difference
In a minute less.
slightly under a minute.
Looking at that, the production from the teams itself is so overwhelming until even the opponent team couldn't do much.
Yeah, I mean, it's really skills.
Oh, compared to the second game, compared.
So this just means that the objective taking, the ambient goal that they are receiving as well, is just that much better. So if you talk about them stepping it up and making it even more perfect, they are definitely proving it to it.
So taking out the turtle, like you mentioned, how important that is. Or going into lane,
stealing the enemy's creeps.
Everything, like
the
focusing on
proximate wave, denying enemy creeps, making sure that they grab so that you are getting the coin
stuff. You are right. Like, not only did they do what they do in the regular season, they perfected their craft, which is
it's definitely on the road to the perfection.
Yeah,
so
it's like you're already like Gordon Ramsay at cooking, but then you go even a level higher than that, and then just show everyone.
Gordon Ramsay, perhaps, because it's AA. Air Asia, Aaron Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, why not KBC? We'll go with whatever you want. Since we went with that satay thing, we'll stick with this as well.
Okay.
We are going to go for a very short break again. I do have to apologize for that. We promise we will be back for the match of MYA and Mystic Burden. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.